been a fan of yours for so long.
No,
so fucking long.
I had no idea that you went to my book event in DC.
Let me tell you about this book event.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna show the photo because what I was wearing was such not a sleigh. I cannot even begin to tell you.
What I was wearing was so like period piece of the time too. Like it's
which
crazy.
was like 2018.
Yes.
So like it was very much ASOS boots that like hit at a really weird length. like nothing was giving at all. No one was serving at all.
The piece of clothing I was wearing had to say exactly where it was from.
Oh, the brand?
Yeah, I was
just so everyone knew.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Nothing says I've just come into a little bit of money.
Cash.
Yeah.
You're like, end period. Oh my God. I had just gotten surgery. It was an elective surgery. I got a breast reduction. I have to say that because otherwise people will like speculate. But I was having an allergic reaction to the scar tape or whatever. Okay. So I had to wear like a turtleneck. I had gotten surgery like a few days before. Probably should not have been out and about. I was covered in hives because of my allergic reaction to the scar tape. And I met you and I was just like geeked out of my mind to get to meet you. And I don't know if you realize we have so much in common. Firstly, we're both one of 6 kids.
Really?
Yeah. And you're the only other person I know who is one of 6 kids.
Where do you fall in the mix?
I'm the 4th.
Okay.
And you're are you the oldest,
yes,
right?
I'm the oldest.
Yes.
Do you know I have 2 siblings that live in DC too?
Wait, I need to be their friend.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah.
You're born November 11th. I'm November 12th.
Oh my God, wait. One of my best friends in the entire world, she's 11, 12, 88. So she's like, we are the same age for like one day a year. So you're 11,
wild.
12, 89?
Not to clock your tea like this. I'm 2 years younger than you.
Good night.
I know. And that's the podcast. I'm so sorry about that. And you were raised Catholic, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
it didn't work. But
it didn't.
No.
And now we're here.
Yeah.
But, do you feel like you still have some of those Catholic influences like on your life and just how you process things?
Yes, definitely. Like I process things through like a lens of crippling guilt.
Yeah.
I definitely, whenever I do anything, I always feel guilty about it. I don't,
Yeah.
Do you feel that way? Like,
I do. I mean, growing up, my mom would say things like, when you sin, you put a thorn in Jesus's head.
God, it sounds horrible.
That's like a lot for a little kid to take on.
Yeah.
Right? And then like I remember one time me and my sister were like, how do you become a saint? Because what people need to understand is for Catholics, that is the career path.
That's 100%. Yes. Yes.
You want to be a saint.
Yeah. 100%. That is like you're doing everything you can so that at the end of the day, they're celebrating you when you're dead.
We're like, how do you become a saint? And she's like, well, you just think about God a lot. You think about God all the time. Because she's just like, I need to like get these kids off my back. So you explain things to kids with like zero nuance. You know what I mean? Because we would have just kept asking questions.
And I feel like as your parents were like having more kids, there's less and less nuance.
100%.
So by the time they get to 4, it's just like, just think about God.
Yeah, they're like, just think about God. I don't have fucking time for this.
Yeah, like you'll figure out the rest.
Yeah. So then like I would be in math class and I'd be like, I wasn't thinking about God. I was thinking about math. So then I like would miss the lesson. That's why I'm bad at math. That's what I'm putting it on. I was trying to be holy. Mm-hmm. And then I learned, I was like, okay, I'm just like never going to sin. Like I've got this. This is so easy. I'm just never going to sin. And then I learned that even having negative thoughts is a sin. I'm like, well, this is a wash.
I also went to Catholic school. So like a big thing is like getting the sacraments, but you get them like during school. Do you know what I'm?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
So I did like first communion with like my class. And then I remember when we were doing like first, like what is it? Penance? When you do like confession.
First reconciliation. Yes.
And I remember that you needed to like list all your sins. And I don't know why, but like in my mind, I was like, this is such a long list. Like it's going to be so embarrassing. I'm going to be in there for such a long time. And so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to consolidate them all.
Efficient.
Yes. And so I go in and you're sitting and the priest is like, my child, like, where do you, like, what name your sins? And I was like, I am just terribly sorry for everything I've ever done. And the priest, I just remember this like moment of like, okay, is that it?
You're like, went, yeah, brother.
Everything. Just everything.
You cracked the code.
Yes.
10 Hail Marys, you're in and out, baby.
And I was free. Home fucking free.
And that's why you're successful now, because you learned how to optimize your time.
Yes. It's your first one. And I was like, everything I've ever done to this point. I don't have that kind of time.
No. Who has that kind of time?
No, we're going alphabetical order. We're trying to wrap this thing up by the time we get to the R's.
Right. And then the kid behind you, if you're in there for a long time, is like, wow, what did Adam do?
Right.
He must have really done the big one. So
exactly.
You're trying to weigh how much time has passed because you don't want it to be too short, but you don't want it to be too long.
Exactly.
It's like a constant, battle.
With God.
With God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always battling with God. When I travel, if I go somewhere, I like to go to like the beautiful church
Totally.
of like where I am. Like I still feel like good to go into a church. I don't really like go to mass ever.
Yeah.
Because that's an hour and who has that kind of time?
Again, who has that kind of
Right,
time?
consolidate.
They've got to figure out how to make it snappy.
Yeah, light the candle, leave.
You can go into an evangelical church, grab a little latte, watch them play the electric guitar. Sometimes there's like a fire burner.
I would go to one of those. I had a friend that was like, people cry and pass out when I go to church. I was like, where are you going?
Did you not ever go to a healing mass?
No.
Okay, so me and my brother went with my aunt, who is a literal angel on this earth. We went to a healing mass, which is like you go up to the priest. There's people in front of you and people behind you. And we didn't realize that people pass out a lot because they're overtaken with the Holy Spirit, quote unquote.
Yes.
I'm like, y'all just want attention.
Yes.
Go do some stand-up.
That's what God wants. He wants you to lie on stage.
And he does.
Yes.
But we didn't know that at the time. So in front of my brother, Jake, this lady, she falls backwards. And just like instinctually, we both just kind of stepped to the side. And she just like smacked on the floor. Like we didn't know we were supposed to look out for her.
It's not your fault.
I have a question for you. If you had communion, if there was a communion of Adam, what would it be? Like God has bread and wine, which really impeccable choice.
Yeah.
What would yours be?
Well, I feel like I'd have to like divert. And so I feel like mine would be like a Milano cookie and milk.
What kind of milk?
Cows.
Oh, we're doing full dairy.
I don't believe if it doesn't have udders, you can't milk it. So it is not milk. It's just blended nuts.
Essence.
Yeah. Well, I'm from Pennsylvania.
Right.
So it's like milk runs through these veins. Like I bleed milk.
Yeah.
I'm a milk guy.
You're a milk guy.
I'm not like have a glass of milk with dinner. Like that still does like sound insane.
That would be
to me.
troubling.
That's how I grew up though.
Oh,
glass
same.
of milk with dinner.
What percentage we rocking with?
Growing up, 2%. Now I'm whole. Good night. I should really myself because that is a crazy
Honestly,
thing to
I'm glad
admit.
you said it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm a whole milk.
That's so interesting. I would have thought growing older, you would go down because we were a skim milk family.
Not us.
We were a skim milk family.
I had an uncle who was like, he had skim milk. It's so crazy. I've literally never talked about this out loud in my life before about my uncle who had skim milk. He was ostracized from the family. It was like, he has skim milk. Like it was like only the rich do that.
Stop.
I remember that. And I remember that this uncle, like that was the first time I ever had green beans that weren't from a can. And I came home and I told my mom and I was like, Mom, like, did you know? Green beans are actually crunchy.
And they're way worse than ones from a can. Let's be so fucking for real right now.
Are you serious?
Do you like fresh ones better?
Yes.
Oh, I like the canned.
Oh, I haven't had canned since.
Oh, that changed everything for you.
That was like sort of like my eyes started opening.
Oh, that's insane. No, I remember going to kids' houses and I remember like the caps. Whole milk was always the red caps. And I would open the fridge and see a red cap and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they just do whatever around here.
Yeah, there are no rules.
But
so you're no cow's milk.
I just don't drink milk at all. Like I don't drink non-dairy milk either.
I've had cups of it already today.
Have you really?
Yes.
There was a lady on the plane and she got a glass of milk. Would you do that?
No. I would open the like door mid-air before I'd order a glass of milk on the plane.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a better choice. Anyway.
I mean, there's less humiliation in that.
100%. I think my communion would be a sour cream and onion chip because I love sour cream and onion chips, Lay's specifically, and a Paloma.
Oh, that's
really,
like
my dream.
That's really
If I'm going out, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
I do want to say, I'm going to kind of, I know that what I chose now, like it does feel disgusting because everyone's everyone's drinking out the same glass of holy milk.
Well, don't worry. That's their
way.
issue.
Yeah.
We could have cartons.
Yeah.
At the evangelical churches, they would be passing out trays of Welch's and paper cups. And I was like, I felt like Nene Leakes in that one scene with the white refrigerator. I'm like, so you're telling me there's no alcohol, first of all. Was really hoping for a dry white. I come in here, you're serving Welch's in paper cups, mind you.
Oh,
No chalice,
that
no
is
pomp, no
tough.
circumstance.
I haven't had like communion wine in a really long time. Not that I'm like jonesing for it.
I honestly kind of am at this point.
I do want to taste it though.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I wonder what kind of wine it was. Like, was it any good? And then, of course, you'd pretend to be drunk after.
Yeah.
Like, we'd be like, oh my God, Father Paul gave me so much wine. Like, I'm seriously
Father
drunk.
Paul.
Father Paul, yeah.
Mine was Monsignor Lewis.
Oh, okay, Monsignor.
Mhm.
I didn't have a Monsignor until I went to Georgia.
Is that higher?
It's like a big ass deal.
Okay.
It's like the Admiral. It's the Admiral of the Catholic Church. Yeah. The Monsignor, I think they're chosen by the Pope.
What?
No, like dead ass.
To do what? Church.
Unclear. I think it's kind of like the A team.
Okay.
It's like the Avengers of the priesthood.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about you. You grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
How was that?
I mean, it was fine. It's like a hardworking people place.
Mhm.
When I go back home now, which is like not very often, I feel like disconnected from it because like I think when you move to a big city, one of the things that I enjoy about being in a big city is like how diverse it is. And you get so used to the diversity and you get so used to like the different pockets of the different kinds of people that live in your city. And then when you go back to your small town, it does scare me to be in a place where it's all white people.
Yeah.
It really does make me feel like totally uneasy.
Mhm.
And especially like when I was going back home and it was like we were getting ready for like Trump round 1, people were like buying semi 18-wheeler advertising space to be like, what were they saying? Throw her in jail, put her in jail. What was
what was the call to action on that one? I don't recall.
Lock her up.
Lock her up.
Oh
Lock
my
her
God,
up.
it's such
That's
a
right.
classic.
Yeah. How could we forget that?
Yeah. So it was like I saw a lot of that and I was like, ooh, I don't know if we
It's
should
eerie.
lock her up. Yeah, it's eerie.
Mm-hmm.
But the people there, they're good people. It's such a weird place because we're so close to like, we're 2 hours from Philadelphia. So you're like so close to it, but like somehow you're disconnected from it like all at once.
Totally.
So
yeah.
it was like a nice place to live because you got like a taste of different cultures. But I remember like when the first time, like when I was like skating and I started like training out in New Jersey instead of like Pennsylvania. I remember I was like 17 and this was like the first time I realized that like not most people were Irish. And I was
You're like, you're telling me
yeah,
other cultures exist.
Yes. And I knew that. Like I knew
No, I
they
know.
existed, right?
Right.
In books, in movies,
In our minds.
Yes, right. Like on
Figuratively.
television.
Exactly.
Because I used to think it was so boring. Because obviously I wanted to be something different.
Yeah.
Everybody where I'm from was like
Is Irish
Polish or
Catholic.
Irish. Yes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I was like out in Hackensack, New Jersey. You know, the melting pot of the United States.
Of course. Notoriously so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I totally relate to that. Genuinely, I didn't know a Jewish person until I went to college. But I remember being in college like, wait, so tell me about your bar mitzvah and tell me about this. Like, what's a Seder? What is this? I thought it was so cool.
Yes.
I still think it's so cool. I've still never been invited to one. Would love to go. And I always like wish my Jewish friends, you know, happy holidays on their different holidays that they have. Because they also get way cooler holidays than we do and more of them.
Yeah, more, I think is like the real keyword there.
Yes.
Which is so nice.
Well, obviously, you know, you're an Olympic medalist in figure skating. I know that you are asked about that all of the time. You won Dancing with the Stars.
Mm-hmm.
You're iconic. And we can get to all of those things. Do you want to know my favorite content that you've ever put out?
Yes.
You
I
had
do.
this series where you would show like your guest bathroom drawers.
Oh, yeah.
How
know
organized they
Mhm.
were and all the things in them. I was sat for that. I want you to bring that back.
Okay.
Like really badly. What is your approach to hosting?
I love to host. I love details.
Yeah, tell me more.
I love details. I love just like the finishing touches on things. And this stems back to my friend who was born 11/12.
It all goes back to your friend.
Yes. And this friend is like, she's instilled in me. It's the equivalent of Catholic shame, but it's like classless guilt, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Where one time I was like at her house and she had these stone grapes on top of a book. And I was like, Molly, like you have like fake fruit in your house? And she looked at me and she was like, they're marble.
Oh, gagged.
Yeah, when the priest asked me, like, what are your sins? This is probably, if I had to name them, this was my first one of like assuming that this was fake fruit and not marble.
And that's a mortal sin.
Oh, you can't recover. It's immortal. It outlives you.
But like, what kind of details do you think you do well?
I have like non-negotiable things where it's like, even if we like get something that's like takeout, I refuse to eat off of paper and with plastic.
And there's a lot of people eating off of paper plates all the time. Like there was this one girl who I finally unfollowed because she's a Trump voter and
what?
and because she's a paper plater every single day. She would eat her breakfast off of a paper plate every single day. And it's also like less cost effective than just washing a plate. Girl, have some pride.
Have some pride.
Give a shit.
Yeah. There are like, okay, I feel like there are a few exceptions. If you are like Miss Clavel running the orphanage in France.
Miss Clavel mentioned.
Yeah. Probably first time on the pod.
Literally for the first time. For the first time, you're hearing it now.
I think if you're Miss Clavel running like the French orphanage, like she's allowed to pull out the paper plates. She's got 12 little girls and 2 straight lines. If you're like a working mom and the kids are just like, blah, blah, like you can pull out the paper plates. If you are a single person, no.
Kaylin with 3 Ys, who is just trying to get people to buy her MLM products, does not have an excuse to eat off of paper plates. Can we also talk about Miss Clavel? I think Miss Clavel is actually the root of where my anxiety started. I have never related more to anything than in the middle of the night, Miss Clavel said, something is not right.
Right. Wait, do you want to know something crazy that I found out about Miss fucking Clavel?
What?
She's not a nun.
What is she?
A nurse.
Miss Clavel's a nurse?
Yes.
Did they even talk about that?
No, but she's in, I always assumed like she's in a nun's outfit.
She was wearing a nun's.
That's a French little nursing little getup.
Okay, it's kind of slay. She just didn't want to be in the hospital setting.
Yeah.
She said big pharma and private.
No, she was like COVID.
Yeah. She's like, the privatization of hospitals really isn't for me. I'm going to hang out with these little girls and like teach them how to jump rope and just have a ton of anxiety.
I loved I loved Madeline because I had my appendix out when I was 5. Drama.
Are you okay?
No.
Wait, I wanted my appendix out like so bad.
It's dead weight. You'll lose like
you
5
don't
pounds.
need it. No, literally. No. Hey, honey, I'll do anything at this point. Since you loved Madeline, did you also like Amelia Bedelia?
No, I just didn't know her, and I still don't really know her.
Okay. Yeah, she would just take everything very literally. I saw something recently that was like, when you realize Amelia Bedelia was just autistic, because they would say like, I remember this one so well. It was like dust the drapes. So she would put dust on the drapes because, to be fair, if you're trying to take the dust away, why would you say dust it? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, she did have autism.
Yeah, no, 100%. They weren't diagnosing women back then the way that they were men.
No, that's when they were exactly. They're like, no, she's just weird.
She's quirky.
Yeah.
The reason that they didn't fire her was because she made the best lemon meringue pie. I would beg my mom to bake lemon meringue pie, and my mom doesn't love to bake. And she had 6 fucking kids. She's like, bitch, really? But she did. And I would just like hate it every time. And I'd be like, no, like this next time I'm going to love it. And I never loved it.
You really wanted to love
I really
lemon
did.
meringue. Okay.
Like you got your appendix out. You were committed.
Yeah.
I tried to be committed. I just wasn't.
I remember being like keeled over. Like I could not sit up. I'm like 5 years old. So like I can't really remember everything about it. But I remember at one point my mom turned to me and she was like, you're fine. And I eventually was.
Eventually, once you got it out.
Right. But I was going into septic shock.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
just
dying.
That.
Yeah.
Just that little thing. I'm sure people ask you about figure skating all the time. Do you enjoy talking about it?
I do.
You do?
I think now that like, not that I ever didn't. I retired after I competed in the Olympics in 2018. And now it's been almost like 8 years since, which is insane.
How does that feel?
It feels like it was just yesterday until like we're talking about how you were taped up from a breast reduction wearing like mid-calf booties, and I was in basically what it's the equivalent of like clothing receipts.
And you were winning the Olympics. Okay. Did not have to clock me like that. You're like, yeah, so you were wearing that tragic top knot covered in hives, and I was winning bronze. We were basically living the same life. Fuck me.
Oh my God. No. An athlete who competes in like a sport that's like very Olympic oriented. I would live my life in these like 4-year chunks.
Interesting.
So like, you know, when everybody thinks of like their 5-year plan of like, where do I want to be in 5 years? And like 5 years feels like wow, so many things have happened.
Yeah.
I think like my whole life I've lived in like 4-year chunks. And so I'm coming up on like the second 4-year chunk.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first one felt like a little like weird. I was asked a lot like, are you still doing it? Are you not? And now I feel like it would be so crazy to suggest that are you like still doing it? Because now it's been like enough time. Now I've like a different relationship with it.
Where is your medal currently?
It's like in a box in my office at home.
Is it out?
Honestly, you wouldn't know that it's there. It's pretty much like out.
Why?
It's just a thing. It's just a necklace. That's another crazy thing where it's like you get so disoriented where it's like you want this thing that you know, like it's an Olympic medal.
An
Sounds
Olympic
like crazy.
medal going back to ancient times.
Yes, literally ancient times. Older than Miss Clavel.
Older than Miss Clavel.
And then all of a sudden, like you get it and you hold it in your hands and you're like, okay, I guess done. When I've talked to a lot of my friends who have been in the same position, they have it and then it's like, oh, it's just a thing.
It was never about the destination. It was
always
always about the journey.
journey.
Ah, jinx. And then you also won Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
How was that experience?
I had so much fun. It felt like a rite of passage because after you would compete at the Olympics, it would be like you'd want to get asked to do Dancing with the Stars. So it felt like part of this like whole Olympic experience.
Okay.
But it was much, much, much harder than I thought it was going to be.
It seems incredibly intense, which you're obviously used to.
The season I did was like all athletes, including famous almost murderer Tanya Harding, which was kind of amazing to do something.
She was on your season?
Yes.
Oh, they're messy as hell for that.
Completely.
They are so, you know, when one of them got the idea, they're like, we shouldn't. We should.
We will. Tanya, she was a hoot. Truly a hoot.
Oh, that's so interesting.
When you're done with the show, a lot of times people will be like, can you teach me how to, like, now you must know how to dance, which I don't. Like, I only know like the steps that I was taught for like
this
that
specific choreographed
yeah.
routine.
Yes.
You're like, yeah, I can teach you this dance to this song.
Yes. Can you dance exactly like my trained professional partner? If you can't, then I won't be able to follow you around.
Yeah.
Like we can't do this.
And I've seen you and you can't.
And there's no way. It's basically like learning one sentence of a foreign language. And it sounds like you can speak the language, but you don't know anything else. And then the next week, it's just a different language. That's the equivalent of doing that. I think the biggest advantage I had as like a figure skater going into it is that I just was used to like doing high pressure things in a costume.
You've done so many other things. You do stand up, correct?
I've never done stand-up.
You've never done stand up? It just seems so obvious to me that you should.
I've always been like, I should do it.
100%.
You know what's so funny about that book event in DC? I think that was like the best night. I felt like on fire.
You were. And that book, Beautiful on the Outside, which I'm obsessed with. Your intro of that book, I used to have it memorized word for word. I still remember most of it. It's like, and to my haters, you look dusty and your haircut is uneven.
Which was a viral video at the time. Do you remember like this?
No.
Okay. Again, like 2018, everything about me at that time is a period piece. Like it's a time capsule. We go back to like any photo of me. It's just like, okay, you like army haircut.
You did have way different hair.
Oh yeah. No, I was like I was like ready, like military ready, block brows.
Yeah. Oh, likewise.
Well, we were hot off of 2016, which was like the most beautiful brow a person can have is a black brow.
Of course.
Which I had.
Notoriously so.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to the tanning booth and I was just bleaching my teeth. I was doing the best that I could at the time. So just everything about that period of time for me is just like time capsule.
Right. Including the book.
I remember the publisher was like, can you like ask people to get quotes? And I was like, what if I wrote stupid ones myself? And they were like, okay.
The book was great. It is in my nightstand next to my bed. In the same way that hotels have the Book of Mormon and the Bible.
It's the Bible.
I have Beautiful on the Outside.
Do you know, for a while when I was doing the book tour, somebody gave me these like religious candles that had like has anyone ever given you a religious candle of your own face?
And now I'm fucking pissed.
It's coming.
It
but I'm gonna
better
get it.
be coming.
I will be making it for you. You're gonna look like the Virgin Mary. It's gonna be so amazing.
That's
You're gonna
all I've
sell
ever
them,
wanted.
Yeah, you'll sell them for $15 on Etsy.
Amazing.
And I'll be first in line.
No,
I'm
perfect.
gonna give them to you and buy it.
And that's a friend.
And so I remember that I had these extra books and I'd leave it in the nightstand, like with the Bible. And there was only one time where the hotel called me and was like, "You left a book here." And I was like, "No, you can just leave it there." And they're like, "We're not going to do that."
And they're like,
They didn't want it.
that's like when you will like purposely leave something at a guy's house. So he would like
Completely.
text you about it, or you had an excuse, but then he just like wouldn't text you about
And then
it.
he'd be like,
or be like, yeah, I can mail it back. And you're like, oh, mail.
Yeah.
Oh, not the post office getting involved. You
A box to my door? Like you don't even want to see me. You're gonna send a box. You're gonna buy a box.
You're gonna physically purchase a box and go to the post office, which is the worst place on earth.
On earth. It's humiliating.
What's your hell on earth? Mine, me and my best friend Katie absolutely hate the post office and UPS. What's yours?
Mine is any Trader Joe's parking lot is
That's so
hell
fair.
on earth.
Yeah.
That's the last stop. You think you're going to hell and you're nervous, and they go, just get in the car and just find a spot.
It's purgatory.
It's purgatory.
The parking lot is purgatory.
They go find a spot, and then you're gonna meet the devil, and you go, oh God, it's hell on earth.
I like can't go in there because I will literally just buy junk.
Every produce in there is like it fell off a truck that was heading to a Kroger. Like they just go, let's just put it inside. Yeah, like Trader Joe's is a tough place for me. I do love it. They have this pepper jelly that you
for charcuterie boards.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I buy it because it's seasonal, which is like I hate that.
I know.
It's jelly.
Knock it off.
Yeah, it's pepper. Like
literally.
What season is pepper? Just throw it put it on the shelf.
No, seriously.
So I always buy it in bulk. I do that. I feel like that's a great place to get cheese.
I have not stepped foot in a grocery store in months. I hate going there.
Really?
There's so many options. The lighting, first of all, if they would take it down a notch.
Yeah.
And also, I swear to God, this always happens to me. I always have a fucking rickety cart. I always have the rickety cart. So you're walking, and it's like, bam, 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 bam.
I don't feel any shame in a grocery store because I will start collecting things like in my hands and go, I need a cart. And I'll lay it all on the floor. I don't know what overcomes me. I just put it on the floor. I'll be right back. I'll go outside and get a cart. I have the time of my life inside of a grocery store. I always think like, Adam, you're at a point in your life where it's like Instacart, like it's so much easier. I can't trust people to choose.
And you can't.
No, I know that.
Wait, so grocery stores are your safe space
I
is
love
what I'm
it.
hearing. Do you get recognized a lot?
Here and there. And it's for like different things. The people who come up to me the most to say, "Are you Adam?" are Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I knew you from figure skating. And then just like
Did you ever skate yourself?
Oh, I wish. No, we didn't have figure skating money.
I didn't either.
I know. And you talked about that a lot in your book.
Yeah. My mom was like very thrifty, which I've like definitely acquired that skill of like talking my way in and out of things.
And I actually was going to ask you about that next because you're also opening up a med spa. Like you have this ability that a lot of people I think wish they had, which is it seems like you can just be successful and pivot in whatever it is that you're doing. What do you think about you makes you able to do that?
To give you like a real answer, I think like the thing that makes me at least try to take things on as an athlete, I had this like dream of going to the Olympics and I wanted to go so bad. And I was an alternate in 2010. You don't go, you are not assigned. It's like in an emergency if somebody like breaks their legs. Like, and I say legs plural because I think like when you're going to the Olympics, you're like tape it up.
You're like, I don't care, I'll do it.
Exactly. But when it's two legs, it's sort of like you can't tape them both up.
You can't.
No.
Yeah.
And so I was an alternate, so like almost on the team in 2010. And in 2014, I was like 24 and it felt like that was the time that I had to do it because any other, like the next time I'd probably be too old.
Which is insane.
It is insane.
It's like Hollywood is bad for age. Figure skating is worse.
Yeah.
You were a middle-aged citizen when you hit 25.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
I knew something was like on the line. And I remember like in that moment feeling like everything I had done was like a total waste. This like dream I had was like never going to come true. And I would say like that next like year was challenging, but it was like the best thing that ever happened to me. And so then I was like, let me just try. The worst thing that'll happen is that I'll just like won't do it again or like I'll fail. but I'll be fine. But at least I'll know I tried. I think that mindset is what helped me to like make an Olympic team. I think like failure was like such an important thing that like happened to me.
Yeah.
It won't happen again. I think failure is just like a state of mind too.
Totally. I mean, there's so many things in my jobs I've applied for, teams I've tried out for. I was not an athlete. I wanted to be on the volleyball team so bad because their spandex shorts were so slay, and I just loved everything about it. And it was indoors.
Yeah,
and I'm about that.
Yeah.
Give me some central.
I wanted to be on my Catholic school cross country team so bad because they had cool sweatshirts.
You probably would have made it. Would you run as part of figure skating training?
A little bit. It's just like, it's like different kind of stamina. Like we need like, it's basically like we need to be really good at like hit training.
Yeah, like bursts of,
yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I wanted to try out for a volleyball, so I was going to the conditioning, and the coach, because he was also like the health teacher or something, pulled me aside and he was like, we love having you at practice. No. You can always come to practice. You bring such good energy, such a great attitude. I wouldn't try out for the team. And you know what? I said, okay. And I still kept going to conditioning. Didn't deter me. I had a blast. Like, I didn't care. And I feel the same way about myself. If it doesn't go well, then I'll just do something else. If I move to this city and I don't like it, then I'll move back. But so many people look at that one thing as like the destination. And if it doesn't work out, people are really afraid to be seen failing too.
Yes.
And my friend Emily had written on her door, I was like staying at her apartment in New York, and she had, I think it was on her mirror, and it just said, I will not be afraid to be seen trying. And that like reconfigured some things in my brain where I'm like, and I like to see other people try, you know?
I'm so on that same page. The thing that changed the chemistry of my brain was like a Lululemon bag, where it was like, floss every day. And then one of the quotes was like, what would you do if you weren't afraid? And I don't know why I saw this like Lululemon bag and I was like, my life should be different.
Wait, Lululemon, some Lululemon employee came to work that day and they were like, what they were gonna write is like, put on a smile.
Yes.
The best thing you can wear is a smile and a good attitude. And they were like, no.
What would you do
if you only had
fucking afraid, bitch?
If you only had one shot. They were listening to Eminem, yes. Very dialed in on the way to Lululemon headquarters, wherever that is. What do you think people get wrong about you?
I think sometimes people think that I'm like really intense and really like bitchy sassy.
Uh-huh.
Which I have moments of that, but like in my everyday life, I would say like the way that I'm acting right now is like me acting like myself.
Me too.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, because people think the same thing about me.
Yes.
I mean, my podcast is called Mean But True.
Right.
And I actually have gotten feedback where people are like, I want the podcast to be meaner. And I'm like, fair. Like, you can want whatever you want. I'm not actually a mean person, though.
Yes.
I'm not like going around like bullying people.
Yes.
That would be crazy if I was.
Yes.
I totally get that. Does it bother you that people think that way about you?
Sometimes it bothers me because I'm like, I have an opinion on things, but I'm not like mean-spirited, but I do a lot of like for Olympic stuff of just breaking down different things or different sports, like in general stuff. And I'll give like my honest opinion because in that, like for that job, it's like, what's your honest opinion in that moment? I stand behind what I say, but I'm not afraid to be like wrong or say that I was wrong, but because the whole job is to be honest.
100%.
Because it's not interesting if you're saying what you think is the right thing to say. And then when the camera comes off and you go, I actually really hated what they did.
And I have no respect for that, to be honest. That's the Republican Party in a nutshell right now. I mean, they're all talking shit about Trump.
Right.
They're all talking shit about Mike Johnson. They all cannot stand each other. But then to a camera, they act completely different.
Right. It's okay to have like an opinion that doesn't age well because it's what you thought in the moment and you're supposed to talk about what you thought about in the moment, and I'm not afraid to like acknowledge that.
I'm not a hater. I'm giving my honest opinion and perspective, and if I'm proven wrong, okay, cool. Like,
I don't mind to be wrong.
You are opening a med spa. I've been watching the journey.
I always wanted to like start a business.
Yeah.
And I am a little woo-woo where it's like I open myself up to opportunities and I like let the universe kind of guide me a little bit.
Oh, baby, I get Reiki. I'm right there with you.
Great.
Yeah.
Scorpios.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's also stems from Catholicism. We like a little bit of mystique and intrigue.
So to start a medical spa, like you have to be in the medical field. And I am not.
Mm-hmm.
The way that this like came about was like I had a friend. She was like working at a chain and she was talking about how she wanted to kind of do her own thing and she would like need to find a few people to kind of help get like herself started. And I was like, oh, I think I could like introduce you to like a few of those people. And I was like, would you ever want to do it together? And she was like, yeah, I would love that.
That's so cool.
And so we've just had so much fun doing it together. And I've learned honestly so much. You know, it's like it's a brand new business. So at first I like got a commercial like real estate agent to like help me find a space. And then once he was like figured out what size we wanted, I never heard from him again.
Because it wasn't big enough?
Yes. And he wasn't going to make like money off of it.
That's so lame.
You know those like posters that are like on empty buildings where it's like, call this number.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Eventually we found something. It took about a year. We've been like building it out. And then, you know, there's just so many different things that I'm learning as we go, especially it's like a business. And now there's like also a medical side to it.
Right.
The way that it works is that, you know, there can be like two different entities that like work in tandem to be one business.
Yeah.
So like I don't have any part in like the medical side of it. So I've learned so much about like different neurotoxins and it's very fascinating.
Ooh, is there something you learned that you're surprised by?
Well, I obviously I'm like a huge fan of like all of like the Korean skincare and things like that. And I've always dreamed of like, and I still do, of doing like one of those like, I'm going to Korea for 3 days and I come back and it's just like me.
Oh, I'm going to look unrecognizable.
Yeah, wrapped up. Like
That's the
they're
goal.
like King Tut. Like,
and that's the goal. I want to be mummified.
yes. If you can get 5 procedures in one day, then they maybe aren't that effective. That broke like the mystery to me because it was like, yeah, like, okay, let's break some of these. Some of them are, right?
Yeah.
But then they're just like add on. So like it is.
I see.
It broke like the fantasy of like, I'm doing a million things. Because if you're really doing something that's like that effective, like that has to be it. Like you got to tap out. And it's interesting the way that things like work in Asia versus like how they work in the United States. Even when it comes down to sunscreen, where like in the United States, the sunscreen is like part of the food and like it has to be approved by the FDA.
Yes.
But in Europe and in Asia, it's a cosmetic. So like they don't have to go through that approval. So they have all of these like different and better filters. But for things to get approved by the FDA, like there needs to be like years of tests and studies.
Right.
Which is why like we're so far behind on things like that. They're willing to be like more experimental in Asia. So they'll have things that like people do over there and then they'll make their way over here. But it's amazing like the things that they do. But I've learned also people get Botox and they know that there's like different versions that they can get. Like Botox is the original.
Right.
There's Daxify, Xeomin, Jeuveau. And why do they all work differently?
And why is Jeuveau such a gorgeous name for a girl?
It's, oh my God, it's the name of my first daughter.
Jeuveau.
I'll
call her
JonBenet
Juvie.
Ramsey. Yeah, it's like so beautiful. It's like stunning.
Wait,
JonBenet Ramsey. Yeah, the brother killed her.
Okay, JonBenet Ramsey is buried in Marietta, Georgia, which is close to my house.
Okay.
And there's this thing called the Marietta Square. It's so charming, like a little town square. It has like bars, whatever. And one of my friends, Chaz, lives on it. And one night we were at the bars and I made him. We were so drunk after the bar. We walked to JonBenet Ramsey's grave because I just wanted to see it.
Yeah.
And then I had this whole thought where I'm like, we should put a camera at her grave so we can see if there's like certain people who are visiting it a lot because maybe they're guilty.
Yeah. Didn't that all take place in Colorado?
Yes. I'm not sure why she's buried in Georgia. I never looked that up.
The South for her makes like total sense.
Well,
though.
yeah. I mean, the pageantry of it all. Yeah. They, you know, her mom was probably hoping there was like some kind of pageant for, I shouldn't cut that, cut that. For dead
girls. Oh my God. That's so funny. JonBenet Ramsey's my first celebrity.
I remember seeing her on the magazines and I wouldn't think about the fact that she was dead. I was like, wow, that girl's so pretty. I love her hair. I love her pearl earrings.
Yeah, that's like the first name I remember.
JonBenet Ramsey.
JonBenet Ramsey.
Wait, what is a name of something that like, if it weren't what it was, for example, Jeuveau, that you think would be a pretty name?
Cigarette. I think that's like a gorgeous name.
You've thought about this before.
Yes.
You've had this locked in.
Yes.
Loaded on the tongue.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
Another Chardonnay.
Chardonnay is stunning.
Yeah.
Pringle.
Pringle is so cute.
Pringle.
Dutch. It's a Dutch name.
Pringle wakes up in a good mood.
Yeah.
You know?
Cigarette does not.
Yeah. Pringle, like, unironically says things like live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
And they mean that with their heart.
Yeah, they do.
So the podcast is called Mean But True.
Yes.
What's something mean but true you'd like to get off your chest?
Do you do this with me? Do you have a mean but true for this?
I can say one.
Okay, say
You
one.
want to say mine?
Yeah.
Or you want me to say mine?
I want to say yours. Yeah. No.
Yeah, read my mind. Wait. Can we do this?
Okay.
Guess what word I'm going to say at the count of 3.
Okay.
Say a word. Let's see if we can do it. At the count of 3, say a word.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
River.
Skittle. We were so close.
We were the River Skittle, yeah.
Skittle River. My mean but true is, am I flirting with you or am I just funny? Am I flirting with you or am I just nice? Anytime I post an interview with a male politician who is mildly attractive, oh my God, you guys are flirting. Oh my gosh, you're this, you're that. I'm like, no, I'm just good at my job. Like, no, we do not have chemistry. First of all, I am not spitting game on elected officials. The fact that you think I would flirt with a government employee is insane.
Mhm.
That's number 1. Number 2, if I were spitting game on a government employee, which is what politicians are, so we're all on the same page, they're not celebrities like they try to pretend they are.
Yes.
They are employed by the government. No shade, unless you're the ones I'm talking about. I'm not spitting game. I'm not doing it on camera with like 20 staffers
Right.
around. It's like the least sexy environment possible. It's like fluorescent lighting. They have their staffers. They have their security, like people organizing the events. I'm like,
And now is not the time for you to go, here we go.
So,
Here's my shot.
yeah, here's my shot. And also, if I'm flirting with you, I am not talking about politics. And if I am talking about politics, I am not flirting with you. That's the least sexy subject possible. So that shit really pisses me off.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Would you ever run for office?
This is
I'm sure
something
people ask you this all the time.
I would. Not anytime soon.
Okay.
It's a grind. And there's like other shit I'm trying to get done. And also I'm like, it feels kind of boring.
I know. It does feel boring. I would never do it.
You wouldn't?
No.
Because I think you would be a good.
Oh, God.
I know,
no.
but it's like, it's kind of a drag.
I feel like you have to be professional.
Well, look who's in the office now.
Well,
So I don't know if I believe that's true.
I guess that's so like old school.
You
of
know what
me.
I mean?
Yeah.
No, I know. And I think honestly, Republicans are on the beat where they don't really give a shit. And you wouldn't even believe some of the conversations I've had with staffers of these teams of politicians that I've interviewed,
Uh-huh.
where I have to be like, no, we have to keep that in. People are going to like it. I promise. And I'm
Yeah.
always right.
I can only imagine, and I obviously know that you are right when it comes
And-
to this.
yeah.
So afraid.
And going back to that, it frustrates me because, you know, people will be like, oh my God, you have so much chemistry, whatever. I'm like, if a man said any of the things that I said, you would just say he was funny. But because I'm saying it, you're saying I'm flirting. Oh, and also that politician that you guys are saying so funny while you're saying I'm being flirty, I wrote the goddamn jokes.
Yes.
We sat there and rehearsed how to say it, motherfucker. You think they came up with that shit? Give me a break. So that really chaps my ass.
Okay, that's a really good one. I think my mean but true is that your veneers don't look better than the old teeth that you had.
Did JVN tell you to say that? Because I want veneers so bad.
No, you can't get them. You cannot get them.
And I asked ChatGPT, don't cancel me for that. I use it sometimes. Sue me. I asked,
Sometimes you need help making a list.
God forbid I need help.
Do I have to do everything on my fucking own? Can't I just have somebody else write me a fucking list? Can't I just put all my thoughts in one place and go, can you just organize it? Do I have to do everything?
Everything.
Is that fair?
And it's not fair. I'm like, if Amelia Bedelia had ChatGPT, maybe she wouldn't be
have
on the
autism.
She-
Maybe she wouldn't have autism.
Maybe she wouldn't have autism. Maybe she wouldn't be on the brink of getting fired constantly. She was on a PIP. Do you even know what a PIP is? You've never worked in corporate America.
No, I don't.
A PIP is a performance improvement plan. It's the
Oh my God.
a PIP is the purgatory for corporate America. It's literally like, hey, get it together, babe.
PIP.
Or in a few months you're out of here. That's literally what a PIP is. And it helps
Okay.
you it helps them not get sued, basically.
Oh my God. Wait, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really good corporate jargon.
Oh, there's so much that that's wild that
you
you've
have a
never.
lot to teach me.
Okay, but you don't think
No, the veneers
Veneers
don't
are
look
better?
No. Especially for you. You've got to be. No, you have no idea.
your teeth are real?
Yes.
Oh my God, they're perfect.
I just bleached them to the point
No,
where
but they're
so
numb. Straight and even. Like they look like.
Because I chipped one of them and I had to file it down with like a nail file, like Sally's Beauty style.
Irish Catholic style.
Yeah,
you got a
budget.
nail file. It's like, look, deductibles are expensive.
Yes.
Oh my God, that hurts just thinking about it.
You don't feel it
Really?
until you get a little too short. My nicest adult present I ever got myself was Invisalign.
I got Invisalign too.
You have beautiful teeth.
Thank you.
Yeah, you should not. No, you have no idea that like when you start to like meet people who are like famous and like in the spotlight and really want to like look their best, they will go to dentists who make teeth that look like natural teeth. Like individually curate 28 separate pieces of art.
Wow.
They want them to look fucked up.
Okay.
Do you know how much your teeth would go for
Wait.
online on the black market?
Wait, I didn't even know any of this.
Yes.
And it's almost like they want them to look
like teeth.
It's like the Golden Goose. Do you wear Golden Goose sneakers?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. The Golden Goose sneakers that are $550 that look dirty. I'm like, no.
No.
What are we doing? The ripped jeans I get. I have so many pairs of ripped jeans. That's like a totally different thing. Sneakers that look dirty is stupid.
It's crazy.
It's actually insane.
They're just, I don't believe in the Golden Goose.
So veneers are essentially the Golden Goose of teeth.
Yes. Literally. Like
None of those words are in the Bible.
Well, but this is like the pendulum swings. There are people who have like veneers that like don't look real, that look amazing.
Yeah.
Like Cardi B, those teeth don't look real.
Yeah.
But they look amazing in her mouth.
Yeah, they do.
But she's like also so like glitz and like she's always like so done up where it like matches what
she would have to have.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's part of her. And she would also be the first to tell you like, yeah, these are veneers.
Exactly.
Like she's not shy and she looks gorgeous. No one does it like her.
No. Then if it's somebody who's just like a little bit more simple where it's like those Hollywood teeth look crazy in your mouth.
It's not working.
No.
It's not working, babe.
The veneers don't look better.
If
If you look at somebody's mouth and you go, okay, what are they? Kohler or Toto? Brands of toilets. It's not good.
It's not good.
No.
Or marble.
Or marble.
Fake
any
fruit.
Stone, yeah, any stone. They get compliments all the time because they go to different like people who like make their veneers look natural.
People are probably like, is this a veneers podcast? I talk about veneers on like every episode somehow because I think about them all the time.
Okay, I'm nipping it in the butt for you because I went to the dentist and I said, shave them all down, knock them out, and we're starting over. Like it's Babylon. Like I was just like, we're starting over, and he's like, I won't do it, and it's the best thing being told no.
All right, I'm off the veneers. I looked it up on ChatGPT and I looked absolutely fucking insane with the veneers, and I was like, okay. All right, I'm sold.
And what's also like terrible
That's
is like
a bummer.
It is a bummer.
Eventually, I want nothing about me to be real.
Yeah.
And like
You're
that.
getting there. You'll get there.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
I'm really hoping for it. So it's a bummer that'll be like the one thing that's
That will
natural.
be real.
But it is what it is.
It completely is. But I will tell you that the people up at the top will look at your teeth and go, damn, she has it good.
Natural teeth
Yes.
are in right now. Okay.
But the highest compliment you can be paid is if people ask you if your natural teeth are fake.
Do people ask you that?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, your teeth are like insane. Yeah.
But I bleached them to the point where it hurts
It's
to
not
think
the
about
color.
them.
It's like
The shape.
everything is the same side. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're perfect.
No, but you have perfect teeth because they're straight, but you don't want to look straight across. Like mine do.
But I
look a
do.
little,
I would, if
You
I could
think
buy,
you
I would
do.
wear flippers like JonBenet Ramsey.
Oh my God.
She's the reason I want veneers.
Because she was wearing a
She was wearing her flippers. And I was like,
Yes.
it looks really good.
No,
And she's the root of all of this.
I know what you want. Because I've done where it's like you take a piece of like paper and you like lick you lick it and you suck it in and you go, this is what life could be like.
No,
If I had
literally.
one solid tooth. One.
If only. I want it all in one piece.
Yes, I want two teeth. One on the top and one on the bottom. And I want it to be like literally the size of like
That is what
a
I want.
whale. I know what you want. And I'm here to tell you as somebody who wants the same thing, we can't have
We
it.
can't.
No.
We can't. We shan't. We won't. This was so much fun. I could have you here all day. Where can people find you? How can they support you?
They can find me on any social media platform. My name is Adam Rippon, and I have a podcast called Intrusive Thoughts. And then eventually they can find me at a medical spa, soon to be open in the next year.
Soon? Okay, in the next year.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next Tuesday.